It's hot, very hot. Time for some AC. Unfortunately, we're at world headquarters. There's no AC. But the good news is for Andrea, when she goes camping, she's gonna have AC. Hey, like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave me a comment. Anyway, right here is where the kitchen's going to go. Right there between the bed and our one dinette seating that has the shelf because this Serro Scotty is so wide. But the kitchen's gonna be normal. It's gonna be about 35 inches wide. That's just fine. That's kind of normal as any Scotty's gonna be. So we're gonna show you exactly how to put the AC in. I've got it framed in out here, and I'm going to show you out in the daylight so that you can really see, really get the measurements. Of course, they're all going to be different. You got to do your own measurements. What am I doing? They're going to be different, so do your own measurements, but this will give you an idea of the direction to go, because I'm telling you, I've got this down to a science now. Some people say, I got to have a drain hole. There's no drain hole. I'm doing it again. It's too hot. I'm getting wacky. It doesn't need it. It's new technology. It says right in the owner's manual. There's no weep hole. Don't drill one. You're causing trouble. All right, let's get out here and let me show you exactly what we're talking about. And of course, there's always going to be somebody that does it better, does it different. That's okay. Do it different, do it better. Check everybody out. Try them. See what's going to happen. It's all right. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Do what's best for you. But here's what I do. Now, that's the rear end of it, of course. I get this all framed in, and you've seen this several times. I don't know that you've ever seen it in this situation, but right here, that's where the sink's going to go in up here. Obviously, we're going to put a countertop on it. And then this is going to be a door. It's going to be a big door. It's going to be wide open. The plumbing will come down here and go out the side door, or out the side. That wheel well is going to be right there. And I need to cut this out by the wheel well. Don't worry, I'll get that. And this is where the AC goes. So I leave this closed. I'm not going to put any kind of drawer or door or anything down there, because under here is where we're going to drill all of our holes out for our fresh air. So the fresh air will come in. If the floor was there, the camper, it's going to come in all the side, and it's going to hit the side right here. And there's all your vents down there. And here's all your vents up here. So it will be sealed by the countertop across the top. Sealed right here. Sealed. No air comes in from over here, or back here, or over here, because I'm going to put some Luan across there. This is going to be up against the wall. There's going to be Luan right there. There's going to be, obviously, a door, but it's sealed here. Sealed right there. No air is getting in from this compartment. All the air that is going to go into these vents, I'm right there in the shadow. All the air that's going to this vent and these vents, which you could see on the other side if I hadn't already installed that. I was just test fitting, but then I remembered, hey, I got people that care about this. So this is where your fresh air has to come in. It only wants air from down here. And I'll show you when I put it in the camper. But it only this, and then the other side of this, it only wants fresh air from down here. It does not want it from out here. It doesn't want it from out here. It doesn't want it from here. That's not where it's getting its fresh air. Only down here. Now this exhaust, this is where the hot air is. The hot air has to be sealed up because it can't get down here and mingle down here. This fresh air has to stay separate from this hot air to work the the way we want it to work. And it works deluxe in this configuration that I'm going to show you as we go. All right, so I think you understand where I'm going there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make the vent to the outside right here. Now, you've got to remember, when you put this in, and you can kind of see it, there has to be at least 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch drop. So from the front, let's just say, just for the sake of argument, this front is 24 inches to the ground. Well, when you get to here, it better be 23 1/4 to 23. It has to have that drop, and you can see we've got that drop. I've already measured it. It's a 1 inch drop. That's what makes all this water go into this pan, and this pan, because it's going to condensate. It has to condensate. That's part of the process. So that fan will grab the water out of this pan, this technology, and flash it up right here. And it's going to evaporate it. It's going to help cool it so that this can do its job of heating. It has to cool the heat. And then if you drain it, now it can't be more efficient. New technology. All right, let me go make this vent. All right, there's just 4 pieces involved. I'm going to trim it up. There's going to be some trim on the outside just so that I can nail it into, or screw it really, into the side of the camper. All right, the first thing are the sides. Now, you remember that we had that 3/4 to 1 inch drop. That means that the bottom is going to not stick out as far as the top. So there's 2 pieces right here. These are identical. These are the only 2 that are the same. So the bottom has to be longer, and it sits at 13 1/4. The top bends in to make up that inch, so this sits at 12 3/4, 12 5/8. Oh, is that right? Yeah, 12 5/8. So these 2 are identical because the bottom piece is going to be, or the top, this is the top. It's going to be 12 1/4. It has to be smaller because it sticks out further. They're both the same length. These both pieces are 16 1/4, but the bottom piece, because it's shorter, because it bends under, it's 13 and a little more than an 8. So those are the 4 pieces. It's very confusing. Let me see. The top and the bottom are identical. They're the same size. No problem. So if you're going to build something that is straight and square here and then go to here, that's a different distance than straight and square to here. You can see that it bends in. So you have to make an allowance for that. That's what I'm talking about. Let me put it together, and I think it'll be more clear. All right, we're back out here to the AC. Haven't moved it from the last spot you saw it. I did, however, go over and make our vent. We get the short side on the top, and there it goes. Very snug fit. It's going to sit something about like that. And as you can see, what we want it to be, there it goes, perfect, is that this is lined up with here. That's the back wall. The wall, this will get screwed into the wall of the camper. This will get screwed into the wall of the camper. There's these side pieces that I put on will get screwed into the side of the, or to the wall of the camper. And we are not covering any vents here. We're not covering any vents on the side. Now there will be a support on the bottom to support the AC and to support the vent. I don't think it needs it, but we're going to do it anyway because it makes me feel better. So let me take you from here back into there, and I've got some more parts and pieces to put on here, but when I go to install this, I'm going to show you the final piece to the puzzle. All right, I'm going to try and get you step by step. There's what it looks like without the AC in it. Took the AC out so I could drill the holes I wanted you to see. So look here, there's the bottom of the AC. There's where the AC hole is. And as you look in here, 2 rows of holes. In between that row, I will put the little stabilizer, if you will. And that'll brace it up, make it strong. And so it'll be braced in several spots. The AC itself will be screwed in with the proper holders, and then the vent's going to be vented out here and screwed in, and then everything will be sitting on this brace. So it's going to be fine. You see, I got the bug-proof vents in there, so that should be plenty to draw air in, up, and around. So that's what that looks like. Let me go make another step, and then I'll bring you along step by step on this deal. All right, we are going to install the AC. It's just sitting right here for now. Wanted to give you a look. Now there's my little brace. Let me get down here. Maybe I can show you a better look. So there's my air in. Boy, this is terrible. Let me see if I can. There we go. Air in. There's the stand. It's just a square-ish. And that's going to sit right down there. It's going to sit on that. This is terrible camera work. I promise it's going to get better. But, and I've got the vent out is right there. And it's going to go right there. So I've only got 2 hands. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Showed you what it looks like, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, I've got her put it in. I screwed it in right there. It's a 3/4. I think they're number 8s. And so they're going into this 3/4 real well right there. That's holding it in super tight. Then, of course, it goes into the vent. We are not covering up any vents. No vents were harmed in the making of this video. So we've got all this area here to pull up fresh air, and this area will be closed off right across here, but there will be just as much as there is there right here to get our fresh air in. And of course, we've got our vent to get the hot air out. Fresh air vents. And there is our little stand. So that's all there is to it. Once you get this sealed off, it's going to work deluxe. You're going to love it. And that's how I put my air conditioners in. And in this 100-degree in the sun Oklahoma heat, this 5,000 BTU will cool this off, and you'll have to shut it off at some point. It works so well.